In the dim glow of an old wooden drawer, a small bronze coin lay silently among forgotten keys and faded receipts. It was a 1998 Elizabeth II 1 penny, a coin so ordinary at first glance that most people would never stop to wonder about its story. But this wasn't just a coin, it was a tiny, circular time capsule carrying the echoes of Britain's royal heritage, economic evolution, and the artistic identity of an entire era. The year 1998 was a turning point in the United Kingdom's coinage history. The Royal Mint, the institution responsible for crafting the nation's currency for over 1,000 years, continued its tradition of minting the 1 penny coin, small, yet essential, humble, yet iconic. The 1998 penny belonged to the series introduced in 1992, the year the UK transitioned from bronze to a harder and cheaper metal called copper-plated steel. This change wasn't random. It was a direct response to rising metallurgy costs. The Royal Mint needed a material that was strong, durable, and affordable, because millions of pennies were produced every year. The 1998 penny was born inside the high-security walls of the Royal Mint in Llantresant, Wales, where massive presses struck sheets of steel coated with a brilliant layer of copper, giving each coin its classic reddish-brown glow. These presses struck at lightning speeds, sometimes up to 850 coins per minute, turning raw metal discs into symbols of national identity. On the front of the coin, the dignified profile of Queen Elizabeth II gazes towards the right. The portrait used in 1998 was crafted by the celebrated sculptor Raphael Maklov, whose design was introduced in 1985 and known for its smooth elegance. The inscription reads Elizabeth II, DG Rag, FD, 1998. Its meaning, Elizabeth II, the Queen, DG de Gratia, by the grace of God. REG, Regina Queen FD Fidei, Defender of the Faith, in just a few letters. The coin encapsulates centuries of royal tradition. Maklov's design was intentionally regal. The Queen wears a royal tiara, symbolizing not just monarchy but stabilities, something the British people deeply valued during her reign. Turn the coin, and you'll find the crowned portcullis, a gate-like structure traditionally used in medieval castles. This symbol, designed by Christopher Ironside, represents the British Parliament. It's not just a design, it's a message. The power of the monarchy stands side by side with the power of Parliament, two forces shaping Britain's identity. This portcullis is framed inside a beaded border, giving the coin a classical, almost storybook-like touch. The 1 penny coin remained essential in 1998 for several reasons. Everyday transactions, newspaper stands, small groceries, public transport. Price balancing. Businesses relied on pennies to avoid rounding prices. National circulation. Millions were needed annually to replace worn-out older coins. Despite being small, this coin was a core element of the UK's monetary system, an unseen hero of daily life. While most 1998 pennies are common and worth little above face value, collectors pay higher prices for coins that meet special conditions. Brilliant, uncirculated BU or mint condition coins. Rarecoins, rare packaging sets in the international numismatic market. Such pieces can sell from $5 to $50, and rare era strikes may reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on rarity. But in our story, the coin's value is not in money, it's in history. The 1998 1 penny may seem like a small copper coin with no special shine, but the journey it made after leaving the Royal Mint transforms it into something far greater than metal. Every penny that enters circulation carries thousands of untold human stories. Some land in pockets, some in charity boxes, some in dusty drawers, and a rare few survive long enough to become historical treasures. When the 1998 penny first left the mint, it had a brilliant red glowish shine, so fresh that it reflected the lights of the minting hall like a young soldier wearing his first uniform. It was packed into heavy bags, loaded onto large armored vehicles, and delivered to banks across the United Kingdom. From there, the coin began its unpredictable journey. It might have been handed to a child with his first pack of sweets, or perhaps slipped as change onto a cold shop counter. It may have traveled from one city bus to another, from London to Manchester, from small cafes to bustling markets. This is where the magic of coins begins. They change hands, but they also collect memories. What makes the 1998 penny a remarkable piece is not just its design but the period it represents. The late 1990s were a defining moment in British society. Queen Elizabeth II had completed over 40 years on the throne, symbolizing stability. Britain was shifting into the digital age, TMS, early mobile phones, new banks, The economy was adjusting to global integration and rising technological influence. Yet the penny remained grounding and changed, reliable, and familiar. While the world leaped toward computers and modern banking, this simple copper coin continued to pass from palm to palm, reminding people of tradition in a time of growing modernization. Coins are history carved in metal, and every artist who contributes to them adds a piece of their legacy. Makhlouf believed a monarch should appear dignified and almost timeless. His portrait of Queen Elizabeth is sculpted with smooth curves, a serene expression, and a royal tiara capturing her as a figure of grace rather than authority. His design lasted from 1985 to 1997, making the 1998 penny one of the last to carry his artistic fingerprint. Ironside's crowned portcullis has become one of the most recognizable symbols in British coinage. The gate represents not imprisonment, but protection Parliament as the guardian of the nation. His design is a reminder that even a one-penny coin is connected to the grand political system of the UK. In numismatics, mistakes are gold. A slight misalignment, a missing letter, a wrong metal, anything unusual can multiply a coin's value. Collectors have reported rare 1998 penny errors, like double-struck coins, off-center strikes, misaligned die errors, missing plating patches. Such pieces have been sold internationally for $6 to $7 million depending on condition and rarity. It is often said, a coin is common until it becomes a mistake, then it becomes history. Most pennies remain ordinary, but some become legends because they survive untouched. For decades they appear in flawless mint condition. They come from rare sets. They have unique manufacturing defects. These factors create value not just in market terms, but in emotional and historical worth. Even though the 1998 penny is generally common, its story, its era, its symbolism, and its occasional rare errors give it the potential to shine in global auctions. Small coin does not measure its worth in metal, it measures its worth in the lives it touches, the pockets it passes through, and the history it holds. The 1998 one penny represents British monarchy, democratic power, industrial craftsmanship, the everyday human experience, and a chapter of Queen Elizabeth II's enduring reign. Coins fade, rust, scratch, and wear, but history never disappears. Sometimes it hides inside something as small as a penny.